When I was 16, 17 years old, I was very active in the sort of hardcore punk scene. And a lot of times you'd buy hardcore records, hardcore punk records, and they would have essays on them. You know, and this was the early 80s, so the essays would be about, you know, how bad consumer culture was and how awful Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher were. And they were all naive essays, but they were, you know, seemed like a nice vehicle for communication. And when I was signed to Instinct Records, they wouldn't let me put essays on my records. But then suddenly I was signed to Mute Records, and Daniel Miller, the owner of Mute, actually encouraged me to sort of express my beliefs through the work that I do. So that's why Everything Is Wrong was sort of, you know, filled with essays and quotes. I think a lot of people, A, were confused by the record, because it was a very eclectic record, and B, they were kind of confused and surprised that here's someone who came from the world of dance music who had a social conscience and who was, you know, addressing certain political issues.